Hey, it's random pop culture news freak here, aka MannyWolverine. You guys are less interested on Twitch Sports' channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, BShootBrighty, and of course all my links are linked just in case anything bad happens to this channel. Obviously, let's begin. It says both of these are from DualShock. I actually saw them on Twitter the other day. I know it's over a day and a half old, but I had to put my 2 cents in. I haven't talked about Persona or anything on this series since like this channel. It's April, May earlier this year, or last year I think. But anyways, I really hope I don't end up getting a freaking copyright claim. Start playing music in the background for it. This shit always makes me fired up in a good way. Makes me want to dance and just break the hell out into just old school 70s dancing. Even though it's based off 70s or 70s. But anyways, Persona 5 Royale. I guess Atlas was creating this card game, TCG card game, announced 2023 next year. So this comes from Barrett Ozax, and I got Crash Bandicoot's About Time news. I haven't talked about that shit since 2020, man. So it's been 2 years the last time I talked about that. Anyways, says this will still your heart. So there's that. So without further ado, let's begin. Hopefully I get a chance to talk about most of this really good Persona 5. So this is Persona 5 Royale, which is set to release on October 21st worldwide, is now getting a card game for those who have wanted to see through their characters and their decks. Atlas has announced that it will be collaborating with Pandasauraus games to create the Persona 5 Royale card game, which details are provided soon below. And also goes on to say, I'm going to skip to the next song. Yeah. Also goes on to say, the publisher has also revealed that the card game is scheduled to release next year, October 21st. This is literally a whole year and 1 week from now. That's super long ass time. We're going to have to wait for that. Of course, I'm going to be doing video game industry news. You can do any manga news or random pop culture news and rarely celebrity news, but that's what I'm. And of course, still be doing reactions on the channel too. Let's continue on. So as it goes on to say, meaning that we'll have enough time to show off what is in the works for the die-hard fans for the Persona series. It is safe to say many other fan favorite characters from the original game, such as Haru Okomaru, Gore Akatsuki, and Yusuke Kitagawa, will also be included. In the upcoming strategy title, developer Pandasaurus game has not shared any information just yet. Of course, I gotta keep that shit in the rounds, because if not, they'll get in a freaking huge old trouble and people are gonna end up getting fired. You want people to get fired, terminated from freaking, actually a video game industry job? That's like the dream job for some people. For me, it would have been, but after all the harassment and evilness I heard goes on in some of those industries, I'm glad I didn't do it. But let's continue on. A designer at Pandasaurus Games, Emerson Matsuchi, however you say it, Matsuchi, is also best known for his work on Century. Eastern Wonders and Foundations of Rome has also said in the announcement, quote, players take on the role of their favorite phantom thieves to fight their whole world in this corporative card-based game strategy, as players may end up expecting from the cards game. Characters will likely have unique power and abilities that could be combined with the passive effects. Nathan McNair, co-owner of Pandasaurus Games, described his feelings on the studio's next process, quote, we cannot wait to bring the Palace's Velvet Room and the world of Persona 5 Royale on tabletop games everywhere in 2023 TCG. And I'm gonna have to compete with Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. Those are like the two biggest, ginormous TCG card games industry. Besides, I guess, Magic the Gathering. For me, Magic the Gathering just bored the fucking hell out of me. I never really had a connection to it because it bored me. I'm sorry. Any MTG fans that are out there, don't jump up my throat, please. Also goes on to say the Pandasaurus game is also based in the United States, US-based born game publisher who has a portfolio including some of the smash hits such as Dinosaur Island, The Mine, and Machi Koro. And of course, Cards Against Humanity too. Let's continue on. That's more for adults. I ain't even getting the Cards Against Humanity. That's a shit show of a game, but in a good way though. Emerson Matsuchi, or Matsuchi, however you say it, who previously worked on Spectre Ops and Reef, will take on a role of the designer of the Persona 5 Royale card game. Players will likely hear more about how the characters will look like in the in-game soon. The next entry for a quickly acclaimed series of Persona 5 Royale is due to be out for the Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch. I'll be playing the hell out of this game big time. I played the real Persona 4. Hopefully this one's just as good. And also goes on to say PC on October 21st worldwide. This month, or next year, I don't know. Players who pre-order the physical one more edition, quote-unquote, will receive cosmetic suits and frame art at launch. Now that frame art's gotta look so effing good, bro. Overall thoughts and opinions, their music is always absolutely freaking fire. It's lit. It's a slap. It's a bop. It's freaking amazing. So, oh my god, it's beyond epic perfection. That is like music from freaking heaven to my ears. That's ear candy to me personally. We would have had a snare drum and future bass and any of that shit, synthwave shit, even vaporwave. I'd been cool with it. Lo-fi for me is overrated, but overall thoughts, views, and opinions. Hopefully, bring all the beautiful anime waifu girl looks and chicks there. That's what you saw in the thumbnail. So many anime girls on my thumbnail that I used. I swear to God, that wasn't clickbait. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm real hyped for this thing. And yeah, let's continue the other thing. Say Crash Bandicoot music, because this time I haven't talked about Crash Bandicoot music in forever, man. Alright, next on Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about time. The Steam release, this time is going to be for PC and Steam games, so let's continue forward with this. I'm not reading the whole entire thing, but let's get into it. This comes from Kyle Knight, got a credit is due. Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time, it's coming to the Steam 2 days ago, but still extremely important as hell to me. Let's really begin. Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time. Hopefully I get to read most of this because it looks really, really nice. It's coming to be on Steam PC games for October 18th. The news was revealed by YouTuber Canadian Guy. I remember that fool, man. Man, I never heard that dude Canadian Guy in forever. I remember he was friends with Crystal Fissures, Ando Listily, Jordan Fringe, Sly Cooper Games, this other dude, I forgot his name. Abdullah the Arab guy. All those speedrunner dudes I used to hang out a lot in the Discord and Skype chats back in the day. Surprised these dudes are still around, man. They even play, it says Abdullah the Arab guy music I'm playing from his playlist. So let's continue. We received a special package from the Toys for Bob company confirming the release date. Pizza box that was made up in a company called Aku Aku's Steam and Pizza Shop was delivered to YouTuber featuring receipt which Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time. Coming to Steam October 18th from Toys for Bob Activision has yet to make an announcement for any of their social media accounts or platforms. And stores page has yet to go on live on Steam. And it also goes on to say, I'm only going to rehab this article. I'm not reading the whole entire thing. You guys can read it if you want in your own personal IRL time. Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time was released on the PS4 and Xbox One back in October 2020. Our current gen version was subsequently released on the PS5 and Xbox Series X on March 21st on Nintendo Switch version. And it also goes on to say, as well as Nintendo Switch version, a few weeks later, Crash Bandicoot 4 came to the PC Activision Battle.net launcher. It wouldn't come as too much of a surprise that Crash Bandicoot 4 was released on Steam, as if it wouldn't have been the first Crash game to arrive on the platform back in 2018. Oh my god, it's like 4.5 years ago. The time goes by when you're a gamer, bro, or an anime fan like me, just straight up weeaboo otaku motherfucker. But let's continue. Back in 2018, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy was released on the Steam, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One a year after it arrived from the PlayStation 4 console. Yes, so overall thoughts and opinions. My god, as much as I would love to play on my PC, my PC is an absolute piece of garbage shit. It barely works at all half the time. So I'd have to play this either on my Switch or my PS4 Pro instead. I still don't have a freaking PS5. Those motherfuckers. It's like trying to find a damn needle in a haystack. Or digging for gold in a cave. It was like trying to search for the fucking Dragon Ball or Chaos Emerald. And that comparison is over-exaggerated as that is. It's almost a 1 in a billion% chance of finding it. With Xbox Series X and S, I don't really give a rat's butt about because I've never been a Microsoft fanboy. Please, Microsoft fans don't attack me, I'm just saying. Oh, one other thing. I'm done with all video game industries. I know this has nothing to do with video game industry sort of news, but I heard some shit about freaking Overwatch, man. The Overwatch community, Part 2 community, is falling apart badly. Thank God they got rid of the whole number verification thing. That's what I heard about that. And then I heard like a remix version of Charles Martinet. His version of freaking of Mario. It's absolutely phenomenal. And then there was one other extra news I would have talked about. I decided not to talk about it here, but oh man, I heard. I'm not sure if this is real or not, but the Saints Row people, the dudes that made the modern day version, the wokeism, locism bullshit, SJW political version stance. I'm not even getting the whole politics because to me that's a sham, it's an illusion. And democracy and Republican. And I heard the shit about Kayne West too. Oh my god. That dude I was listening back when I was in middle school and high school until I found out he was a Freemason and Satanic and all waterful. Man, it's crazy to see how far he's gone. I mean, I don't care. But it would have been Biden or Trump. I don't give a shit who he supports because he's a brainwashed sheep, in my opinion. But it sucks because his music's still badass as hell. That's all I can say for now. Links to about down below. Cartel Sound. I'm done. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Those boys and painters will talk with Mondays. I'll see you when I see you. Guys, every day, every night, wherever universe out there, today's one for future content channel, including video game news, and non news, switches to drama news. Once in a while, Elon Musk news, internet random pop culture news, and 3-4 times out of the month. Reaction review segments. That's it. Peace out. Later's goodbye. This is I'll see you on the flip side. Goodbye. Gone. It's like the poison of the JBS of the micro hydrogens. Peace.